She thought the end was near. Until a deadly attack did the impossible. What should have killed her saved her instead. This is Ellie Lobel's shocking, true story.
You are watching Beyond Belief.
Ellie Lobel had spent the last decade and a half watching her life slip away. Lyme disease had stolen nearly everything: her career, her independence, her marriage. The pain was constant. The exhaustion is unbearable. She had come here, to this quiet little town, to die. She wasn't afraid. She had made peace with it. She had hired an end-of-life coordinator to make sure her passing would be as smooth and dignified as possible. She had even ensured there would be no attempts to resuscitate her if she slipped away. In her mind, it was only a matter of time. She had expected to pass quietly in her bed, but after months of waiting, death never came. So that morning, frustrated and exhausted, Ellie decided to take a short walk. With her caretaker's help, she shuffled slowly down the sidewalk, every step a struggle. Yet for the first time in years, something strange happened. She felt a brief flicker of gratitude, the warmth of the sun, the whisper of the breeze, the soft hum of nature. It was a rare, fleeting moment of peace. Then, suddenly, she felt a sharp, burning pain. Something had struck her forehead. She blinked in confusion, then realized it was a bee. Irritated but unwilling to let a mere insect ruin her brief moment of calm, Ellie swatted at it. But when she looked up, her stomach dropped. A dark, swirling cloud of bees had gathered above her, moving fast and descending straight toward her. Before she could react, her caretaker screamed, let go of Ellie's arm, and bolted, leaving her completely defenseless. Unable to stand on her own, Ellie crumpled to the ground, raising her arms to shield her face. But there was no escape. The swarm engulfed her, stinging her head, her ears, her face, dozens of times, over and over. These weren't just ordinary bees. They were Africanized killer bees, notorious for their aggressive attacks in large swarms, and Ellie was allergic to bee stings. The pain was unimaginable. Her skin felt like it was on fire. She was suffocating. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. This wasn't how she had planned to die. She had pictured something peaceful, fading quietly in her bed. Not like this. And then, it stopped. Her caretaker finally came rushing back. Trembling, she scooped Ellie up and bundled her into the car, intending to rush her to the hospital. Ellie, just barely conscious, realized what was happening. She didn't want medical help. She was ready to go. The moment of peace she'd felt earlier hadn't changed her mind. She was done fighting. Resigned to her fate, she insisted her caretaker take her back home and put her in bed. There, she knew she would go into anaphylactic shock and death would finally claim her. But it never came. 3 days passed, and instead of dying, Ellie felt better. For the first time in years, the relentless pain that had plagued her was gone. The crushing fatigue had lifted. The mental fog had cleared. Desperate for answers, she started researching. Digging through the rabbit hole of medical archives, she found something astonishing. A 1997 Australian medical study had suggested that certain compounds in bee venom could kill the bacteria responsible for Lyme disease. It had never been tested because, well, deliberately stinging people with hundreds of bees is probably not an ethical experiment. But Ellie, she had just lived through it, and against all odds, it had worked. What should have killed her became an accidental cure. Today, Ellie Lobel is making it her mission to share what happened to her. She is the leading advocate for further research into how to safely administer bee venom as a possible cure for Lyme disease. So that's it for today. If you have gotten a buzz from this story, please do not forget to like and subscribe for more real-life mysteries that are stranger than fiction. Until next time, see ya.